Oh, what the hell? What the hell? So I am on my way to an area called Riverstone. Never been there, but apparently it's way back, Dural, and on the way to Windsor somewhat, I think, possibly very much near Kellyville or even Blacktown. I've got no idea. I've got it set out on the map, so it is pointing me there, but why the hell I'm going that way? It's gonna take me 24 k's from here and 32 minutes in this peak hour traffic, somewhat at 5:40 p.m. Luke is finally getting his boat pretty much nearly done up. So he purchased a second-hand boat, an aluminium boat, and it took him so long to get it all sorted out and redo the hull and fit it into a boat that he likes. So it took him a long time, way more than it should be, way more than it should. So I'm actually going to the workshop who are currently working on this, and I think it's nearly ready. So he wants me to just come out and just check it out and just suggest some ideas on how and what should be fitted above and beyond what's already there. So I don't even know where it's up to. So he's been hanging out for this to this stage for the last more than a year. So we all talk about that, he could have been much better off if he had just purchased a new bar crusher. He could have bought a 5.5 meter bar crusher or Surtees, or that car nearly had a roof spin. Merc on a P plate. Anyway, so I'm heading out there. We'll check it out and see where these guys got up to and come up with some suggestions for him on how to fit this into an ultimate fishing machine. Oh, what the hell? So guys, when the road is wet, you need to take care. Take it easy. When you're out of turn, don't accelerate or don't brake. You gotta pre-empty all that and make sure you've got all the right tires. Your tires are good. It's got enough thread. When the road is wet, that's what's gonna happen. I think the driver handled it quite well. She didn't freak out. There was a little kid inside as well. So all in all, good outcome. She just needed to turn the car around. Speed limit 60. And the setup that I have, other than the Tesla map telling me the speed is this, and because Tesla map has GPS info based on the data that it has to show the speed, as well as it can recognize through the cameras what the speed signs are, and it just changes accordingly. And when I set the speed to give me a warning according to if I speed at that limit or there's a bit of a threshold I can actually select, and then it gives me some audible warning so that I'm not going above the speed limit. But the speedo and the speed limit can be a bit small, and it's hard to actually see when you're concentrating on driving as you should, right? So what I have and have been using for a long time is an app called MetroView. You do have to purchase. It's not one of those freebie software, but the good thing is it's not a monthly based subscription either. Fundamentally, it is a navigation app. So if I go here, so that's like a navigation app. But rather than navigation, what I use for is in this mode. I can click on the button as you saw, and it'll show me in nice big lettering the speed the speedo is displayed. And just below that, it's got, similarly to that, it shows you what the speed limit is. Right? It's purely based on GPS data because it's not utilizing any cameras or whatever on the iPhone. But it's dead set accurate. Right? When you go through a change of speed, when you're driving, it just straight away just changes. What it's also good for is it picks out all the school zone. So it recognizes that school zone is reinforced or not based on the day and the times, which is great, which the Tesla doesn't do. So that is very good. And what is also good is because the speedo is nice and big, normally when you're within the speed limit, it's white. So the speed, it shows in white. So if you do need to look at it, because I've got it mounted here, it's a quick glance. And because it's nice and big, it's easier for me to recognize. But what's even better, I don't even have to keep an eye on it, because if I do go over, the white speedo becomes red. So all that writing will become red. So even without focusing on it, while I'm just focusing purely on the road, I can see, I can't read it in most cases, but I can see the color change, so that I know I'm over the speed limit, right? It turns red as soon as it's over the speed limit. And I've also set some audible notifications when I do go over the speed limit. You can put the threshold just like on the Tesla. So if you go over 2 Ks over, or you can even put a percentage over, because 2 Ks over in a 40 zone is radically different to 100 Ks zone and your 2 Ks over, right? So you can set a percentage if you like. I am in a 60 zone. Both displays are telling me that, and I can only go at 52 Ks at the moment, keeping up with the traffic. So, but if I just get closer and I go over the speed limit and red, and I've got the audible warning coming out from the phone. And this is also good. You can select from the MetroView app to give you the audible warning, not through Bluetooth or as if it's a phone call. I can keep on pumping music here. I can make it so that it uses the phone's speaker, so it does not interrupt with the music at all. If you're listening to podcasts or whatever, you know, it's just pain in the butt, it pauses and just comes out. But it'll keep on playing because it's not interacting with the media connectivity within the car. It actually uses the built-in phone speaker, so nothing gets interrupted.
Speed limit 50.
So now I entered the 50 zone, and even though I'm not over the speed limit, it actually tells me that, hey, you've just entered a new speed zone limit, because I was 60 before, now it's in 50 zone. So this is absolutely fantastic. It's not going to do anything with the school zone as I'm passing through, because it's smart enough to know that, hey, it's outside the scope of that time, so it won't tell me. But if I was driving through this 40 school zone and it was at like 4 o'clock, it would tell me, hey, you're in a school zone. So this is a fantastic app. I do believe it's an Australian app, so you're supporting the guys locally, and they created a fantastic app. Not many people know about it, unfortunately. Everyone I spoke to, nobody knows. They all use Waze or whatever, but I purely use this for notification of speed, and it is absolutely that accurate, even if you're on your interstate trips on various changes on the freeway speed. All right, I'm nearly here. It says I am 200 meters away, so past all the new housing estate, I am in somewhat an industrial area all of a sudden. So it says turn right at the next right, which is here. Then I should be right there, and I can see Luke. I can see Luke. It's a big reveal. I haven't seen this boat.
Oh, really?
It's a ghost.
It's nothing to reveal tonight.
Make sure I don't sleep. Wow, look at this. I'm more impressed with this.
I think it's a hammer. This is what the hammer is. This is big. It looks like. Yeah.
Wow, how much this big?
It's been worked on.
Yeah, it is the Hummer. There it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
So restored Bermuda.
Alright,
Salamander.
big review. Looks imaginary boat that I kept on hearing about.
Even I started to think I had a boat.
How long has it been?
I haven't been on the water on this boat for like about 1.5 even before COVID. Before COVID, yeah, it was before COVID.
During all the time while he was purchasing the original boat and everything else, I never seen it.
Yeah.
And he was always coming on my boat and never told me about it.
I'm the guy that just always talks about his boat and never forgets.
He'll show me things about fabricating. I said, why don't you go and buy a new boat?
Exactly the discussion that I was having. The amount of money that he spent so far.
You know when you're in it?
Yeah, I'm in too deep.
You're in too deep.
I'm in too deep. I want to make sure I get all over that. And I'm happy to. This is putting lifting on it. This is foundation. I like that looking at mascara on it. Exposing the bodgy wet.
This just became a current affair episode.
You became bigger than Ben Hur.
So what do you think? What do you think, Luke?
I have no comment. No comment. Speak to my lawyer.
All right, so we just checked out Luke's boat, and it needs a lot of work. So it's still in a state that it's gonna probably take another 6 months at least, but it's got potential. It does have potential. It's not all lost cause. Wasted a bit too much time than what he should have or could have. So the potential is there, but it needs a lot of work. So we will keep you updated on the progress.